What's up, YouTubers? Dark One back again with this week's review. This time we'll be taking a look at the Iron Man Armored Avengers 6-inch line, Titanium Man. Yet another Iron Man villain that is named after some metal that's not iron. Um, Titanium Man's story is much like Crimson Dynamo. Russians tried to copy the suit. The big difference being that with Titanium Man, he was kind of like bonded into his suit, as you know, it like the suit upgrades him, but it's like he's in it for good, sort of thing. Like he needs the suit to survive. um Pretty cool little figure. I'm always down for like pretty cool looking Iron Man figures, so I picked this guy up. You can find him in stores now. I think I found him at Target, for about $12 ish. The colors remind me very Master Chief because of the green and the orange visor. Just as kind of a dumb little note. A pretty solid little figure. Quick size comparison here with the trusty can of Coke. Like I said, it's part of the 6-inch line, so that kind of explains how tall it is. But in case you're wondering, there it is beside a can of Coke. Um, Pretty good figure. Again, most of these Iron Mans 6 inches share a lot with the old Marvel Legends as far as posability and all that stuff. You'll note on my Titanium Man here, he does appear, well, actually, he doesn't really appear, but you'll notice the kind of like bow-leggedness he has. Um, I said it in my comparisons to the Revoltech stuff, and I think I may have mentioned it in my Crimson Dynamo review. Um, it's just kind of one of the things you have to look for and deal with. I mean, as you can see, that like this is the joint should be straight out like that, but it just kind of curves in. When I have tried to fix this, it just never holds. It comes from just the way it was in the package, and you know, in the package it was kind of forced to be bent a certain way, and it just kind of warps the plastic a little bit. Just something to keep an eye on, like, and I did notice it in the package before I opened it, and I was like, that's probably going to be a problem, and it sort of was. But anyway, other than that, not too bad. Really good paint, really good green, really good silver. You can kind of see like the Colossus skin there, the spine on the back. I don't know if he has flight capabilities. He does kind of have foot repulsors on the bottom of his frickin' mud stomper boots. They sculpted him. Um, Posability is pretty good. Um, the head, mine is a little loose, as you can kind of tell, but it does 360. It's on a ball joint. Actually, not quite 360. The chin molding in the shoulder pad kind of stops it, but and then up and down a little bit. The shoulders are on the ball joint swivel, so you can go in and out and rotate. Only limitation being the shoulder pad itself. The shoulder pads do go up and down a little bit, not a whole lot. Double elbow, as you can see there, and a wrist turn and swivel in and out. Again, a dumb gripe: the Iron Man and War Machine came with a couple sets of hands. Would have been nice. I mean, it doesn't look bad. I mean, kind of get him in a like cracking his knuckle pose sort of thing. But I don't know. Personally, I would have rather had two fists, because he doesn't have any like molding in his hand. Like he could shoot hand repulsor beams. So upper ab crunch, really good range of motion on that one, as well as a waist turn. And the joint at the upper hip is the same as the arm, so you go in and out and rotate, but it tends to rotate outward instead of like straight forward or back. Double knee and ankle pivot and turn. So a pretty articulated little figure. It's kind of the base articulation. You'll see some of them may have like a little bit more here or there, just depending on how the armor's molded or what have you. But pretty cool little figure. Now he did come with a little arm blaster, like snap-on arm blaster missile launcher gimmick. That well, it looked retarded. It was actually like, I imagine it was supposed to be the same color green as this. Mine just wasn't. It was like 2 shades darker, and I just didn't like the way it looked, so I got rid of it. But it's just like a snap-on missile launcher. I think I showed off the one that came with Crimson Dynamo. It looked a lot like that, except it was painted in these colors, and it would just snap on the arm here, and it would shoot a missile. But pretty cool little figure, neat little Iron Man villain. I guess this is like the normal way he looked. I didn't really look into like his different looks over the year. The only really variant I've ever really seen is from the new or newer. I'm not sure if it still comes on or not, but the Iron Man Armored Adventures. It's like him as a younger kid, and he had kind of like a really interesting take on Titanium Man. Like it was like another little kid in like this huge cyber suit, and he was actually had a Cyclops eye and stuff like that. But overall, pretty cool little character. Got a couple little details on it, molded in there. Not too bad. Pretty good to have a good little, Iron Man cast or Hall of Armor, if you will. Even though it's not technically Tony in here, but so there he is. Iron Man, Armored Avenger, 6-inch line, Titanium Man. Coming up, since it is Christmas, I guess I'll probably do a bonus retro review tomorrow night on Christmas Eve. And we'll go from there. Still have a couple rants coming, so stay tuned.